All right, I introduced that, and that was awful. I'm gonna mute the crew 1 second.
No.
Okay, so here's what happened. We have our stovetop, which is gas, is having a problem. So it's constantly like trying to light, but it's fine. And so I have to turn off the breaker so it's not like popping off. Turns out this mic actually picks up that pop, 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 you know, whenever like we turn it on to actually cook dinner and then turn it off. And so we're like cleaning it. We're trying to like research it. Anyway, it's a whole like freaking weird thing. So long story short, I was sitting here thinking that it was my mic that was broken before I connected, that it was actually picking up the electricity, that's not a word, from downstairs, right? So I ended up having to just reinstall everything. And so this is the first stream. I don't obviously stream that much. Thanks guys for being here. So this is the first stream since like I had that, and clearly I wasn't obviously ready to go live in that regards. So forgive me for that. Thank you so much. I thought it was a killer intro because it sounds great in my ear, and then chat could hear me before actually hitting go live in that regard. So what I was telling you guys is I've messed up. I caved. I gave in. I pre-ordered, and I'm going to be playing the Witch Queen next week. You might be wondering what got me. What was the hook? What got me to jump back into Destiny for another round, another year? Well, Discord chat, like we have our own Destiny kind of subsection, own community manager, like we do raids and things like that. They're all like, Brian, you playing with us? Brian, you playing with us? Dude, let's go. Let's Witch Queen it up. Let's play. And I was like, all right, listen. I'll turn down the music. Listen. Like, talk to me about PvP. Like, talk to me about the Destiny 2 PvP. Are there new maps? Are there new modes? Like, we have for the last while been like PvP players suffering, right? Okay, so there's maps incoming. And so they like kind of have this roadmap, like rifts coming back. So like new modes coming back, which I was like, okay, this is good. This is good. And then they're like, oh, have you seen that the Void is getting a rework? Oh, and then by the way, after that, they'll do Solar and Arc. And then I started looking into the Void rework, and I'm like, it looks so good. It looks so good. It finally starts to feel like there's going to be something, some kind of build something there. So, yeah, they got me back. And so, guys, we're going to be hanging out tonight. I'm level 24 in Lost Ark. We're going to be having some fun. And, yeah, hopefully if you guys want to come hang out in Voice, you want to come join us on the server or in Carta, welcome to K's, Dylan, Aramel, Bodyguard, Eminem 14, Colin. How y'all doing? So sorry you couldn't hear me. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so at least hopefully we got that fixed. What's going on, Juan? Hello, fellow gamers. Let's bring in our fellow gamers into voice. Okay, guys, we fixed the voice audio. It appears like we're doing better now. So yeah.
We heard both your intros, by the way.
Yeah.
We heard both
Oh,
intros.
it's supposed to mute. Okay, cool. Good to know. Hi. I'm gonna make it to where I can't hear you, but you're gonna have to constantly hear me.
Yeah,
oh, dude, I got baited, man. I got
That's
baited.
fine.
That's
I
how
can
it
listen
is.
to you talk all day, Brian.
Oh man.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Be still my heart.
So Brian, what you're saying is that Bungie spoke dirty to you
Yeah.
last night.
They did.
And
Bungie was like, hey.
got you to play Destiny.
Yeah, Bungie was like, hey, come back, Brian. We need you.
I know. Well, lately I've been like thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should just try it. It always sucks me back in.
The
Every
gameplay
time.
is so good.
It's ridiculous how good it is.
That's actually one of the key aspects. Like that's like Destiny and like Final Fantasy 40. Like there's these models that it's like the hook itself is so good that it's like, yeah. And then they're like, all right, you don't want to play? Go ahead, take a break. And then it's like, all right, come on back. And you're like, oh, this is great. And so they, I'm definitely one of those like on the hook. Like I'll play, but I ended up just PvPing, and it felt like, I think what was the count, like 600, 700 days without like any kind of update from them on the PvP front. So I'm like, all right, give me some PvP. Warlock Master Race. Travis understands exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, oh, you're telling me my Void Warlock, my Voidoc is, I can sit here and actually have a build and not like top tree, bottom tree, mid tree. Like that was so boring. Thanks, Activision. So glad they're gone. And now they're owned by Sony.
Yeah.
I don't even own a PlayStation. Let's go, Sony. How's everybody's day been?
It's okay. Try to get
It's
this
been okay.
freaking abyss dungeon.
How are the Abyss dungeons? Here
It's
I am a lowly 24, level 24.
You're good. You're good.
I should play some more video games. What a concept.
It's not difficult. It just
What are you talking about? It is very difficult.
Yeah.
Be a real gamer, man. Like, I got a book from Ninja for you. It's called Get Good.
I mean, I've already played this dungeon 3 times this week, but still.
Yeah.
I would not call this difficult. I would call it they hit hard.
Monsters
what's-
hit hard.
More tedious than difficult.
Oh, I should broke that, yeah.
It's like artificial difficulty
Yeah.
to me.
How they're going with the like classes in Destiny Bodyguard, like with the whole like, cause it's kind of like the ice, the stasis, where you like have these pieces, so you basically pick and choose kind of like
I'm dead.
all that stuff by which you unlock. So in a way, I think it basically takes the subclass that they have and then allows you to, it expands on it, and hopefully it offers me more flexibility, more build flexibility. Oh, dude, I'm so freaking stoked, dude. That's why I was like, they got me.
Gosh, dang it.
They got me. I'm excited. I'm excited that I get to see the story of Savathun. We're gonna go and enjoy that. It's always kind of fun when people are like, you play Destiny? It's like Destiny was how I PvP'd in 14. I was like, all right, if they're not gonna have like PvP, really, I need myself a PvP game.
Yeah, I don't mind the PvP. I'm bigger on PvE, but I can play.
Yeah.
The PvP in Destiny is like the one PvP I can actually just go in and play around for a while, you know?
Yeah. And then Terrence, if you're on our server, man, like you can also come hang out and voice. No pressure though. Not everybody wants to. What? I'm skill's still on cooldown. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You gotta use your counter skill to stun it.
I gotta use my camera skill to stun it.
Your counter, yeah. When he flashes blue like that, use your counter skill.
Which
Which
one's my counter skill?
I think he's talking to us.
Well, that makes sense because I was like, I don't know what the hell. Like, who's flashing blue?
Yeah.
Like, I am rocking a blue shirt. Thank you very much. You know,
Yeah.
Brian's flashing us tonight. Like,
Do
whoa.
I thought I had a counter skill on you.
2.5 minutes till Berserk, by the way.
All right.
That's fine.
Sweet. Hey, Robert, how you doing tonight? I actually decided I reskilled and just like really perked out some of my skills. I was like, all right, tier 3, baby. Let's go. What
Did you notice that you can have multiple sets?
Yeah, with the various tabs. I like that a lot. I'm hoping does PvP provide any kind of leveling, or is that just something like for later?
It gives you like a certain amount of skill points, then everyone gets the same amount. Like stat points.
Okay. Cool. We're on Carta. If you ever use the server command, though, like I'll tell you whatever server we're playing on for whatever game. Oh, I love that lightning, dude. It is so awesome. All right, cool. All right, weapons part done.
Again, all this stuff on the ground will go away.
If you stun him again, it'll go away.
No, if you get rid of his immunity,
Fuck.
the red.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys enjoying watching kind of the internet struggle right now? Like what
do you mean?
I've been enjoying seeing so many videos in my feed. Is Lost Ark pay to win? Is it about to die? Is it ba-do-ba-do-ba-da? Shabba-dabba-da? But the game is good. And then it's like you got people defending and attacking. It's like honestly, I'm sitting here like I'm trying so hard not just to sit here and be like, make a video of me laughing like maniacally. Like, we've clearly broken Brian. It's like, you don't get it. Like, it proves the very thing that I've stated multiple times I was like, at the end of the day, good game armor. If it's good, no one's going to really care about whatever monetization. It's all about trust. Like, and if you don't trust it, like that's fine. Like, you're not going to convince anybody one way or the other. But then it's like seeing all these WoW guys like, yeah, man, it's like, it's pay to win. It's like, man, freaking WoW, dude, it's pay to win. Like, oh, and the other thing I like, and the other thing I love, I want to get y'all's feedback on that point and the second one. It feels to me like the best way to launch an MMO is to launch it somewhere remote for 3 years and then bring it to the West. And it's like, oh, they got all of this stuff figured out. They have like all this content. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm nuts. What do y'all think?
No, I mean, I don't know if that should be every single one. That'd be kind of sucky, but you know,
it would suck. But it would be like, but for people who just like hate,
you flesh it out, you know, flesh out all the problems, and they were able to do that. So
yeah, yeah. You can always, Rich, you can come hang out if you actually want to like discuss it. I'm just enjoying it because it's like it's everything I thought it would be. It was like I'm like literally people are going to come in here, play this game, and they're gonna be like, you know, and then they're just gonna have a like they won't be able to process it. They can't think, you know, because like every video is like, yeah, but if you're having fun, it doesn't matter. It's like, oh man, if the game,
isn't that literally the point?
But if the game wasn't fun, guys, like if the game wasn't fun, they like how many videos, like how many like views, like this is the worst. Oh my gosh. Bruh, burn it down to the ground. I told you guys. I warned, you know, back in 2019, I warned you. It's like, gosh, darn it. People are so predictable. All right, that's my TED Talk. Thanks for coming out.
Scrag, are you just done trying to even do that? Basically,
no, I'm just out of potions, and I'm like, if you guys haven't done Guardian Raid yet, then we can do that to get some more materials to get it.
There you go. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Dan, why is this free game not 100% free? Like actually, legitimately, like it feels like at some point after countless hours, it just becomes a little bit easier to pay. It's like at that point, like the fact that you can have somebody support the game for you, never spend a dime, and then you all of a sudden, at some point, like it's just easier for you to pay a little bit of money. Free player who's played hundreds of hours. Like, all right, well, go ahead.
The potions I was just using.
Yeah.
They take an hour and 30 gold to craft 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I just used like 14 of them. Ooh. Or you can go to the shop and you can buy them.
Ooh, gross. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. But, it's like, that's why I like the buy to play model. That's why I like the buy to play model. Because it's like the buy to play model like ensures that everybody's got some skin in the game, rather than like you got somebody's like, what do you mean? You know, like I have to either put a lot of time in the game, or I have to, you know, give them some money for making this game. What's up, Neff? What's going on, Indy? Hey, Chris. It is getting a complete pass. Like it's like, oh well, it is, but it's the longest. It is the biggest butt in all of content creator history, and I am just tickled to death. I am just tickled to death because it just proves the theory that I've had all along. Like this is in and of itself. It's like, all right. And then on the potions thing, it's like at some point that's kind of going to burn you out, and that's why I'd say I wouldn't recommend doing that at all, because at some point you're going to hit a point where like I'm not really like enjoying it, so you don't feel like you're actually getting a lot of value for that dollar. I think if you're going to monetize, there should be kind of a nice value proposition that's more than just like a consumable. Consumables concern me. Like just because, oh no, like you end up having, you know, like you don't pay attention, and then all of a sudden you're like, oof. And then you're like, I don't have anything to show for it.
Yo, is Zimmerman coming back?
He said he was doing a sailing thing.
No, I'm doing a sailing mission thing.
You're just sailing.
My new favorite pastime.
We can do it here, Scrag.
I can do my Guardian raids on all 5 of my 50s because I haven't done them yet today.
Okay.
You have 5 50s?
Yeah, I do. I have a Scrapper, a Soul Fist, a Bard, a Sorceress, and a Deathblade.
Dude.
And as soon as I get another 170 gold, I'm gonna get the other rogue one. I think
Nice.
it just takes 8 hours.
Is it an 8-hour cooldown?
8 hours and 600 gold.
Yeah, it's worth it for that. You can just leave. You can turn off your game and leave, and yeah.
I'm gonna do Scrapper as my 6th 50.
Are you ready, Scrag? I was just gonna.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want a matchmaker? Or you just us two in there? I'll just do the.
Did I just unlock trade skills?
Okay.
Collectibles for fun? What, did I unlock? Oh, I unlocked trade skills? Do I need tools? I just had some kind of.
You can just buy tools.
Where do I buy tools?
There, if you look for a little pickaxe symbol.
Awesome.
Pickaxe in a square. Pickaxe inside of a square. Sorry.
It's so a bummer that like you can't use the controller to like close out of the menu. All right, so just I just buy the forging, novice, mining, all these things. Is that what I do?
Yeah, they have durability on them, so there's that.
I mean, you can repair them pretty easily.
Why does
pretty
it?
Cheap.
I'm trying to buy. It says it's not even.
You have to click. Oh, let me search it in here. You right click on them and then put them down to the bottom. And
Oh,
then
I can. Oh, okay.
Basically, it kind of does like a shopping cart sort of thing.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you.
Anyone have a smoke bomb for the?
Yeah, I got it.
off?
I got it.
Cool.
Right click to equip,
I'll keep looking for 'em.
equip. Sweet. So now I can gather. Is there anything we need to be gathering for the guild? How's our leveling coming? Are we able to get anybody else in yet?
Tomorrow we should get our first freaking weekly mission done, and then that should put us to level 2, and then we can do another research.
Okay.
And we can pick up another weekly.
Based off of the fact that we've got 30, like we're capped at 30, and just in terms of like how the guild structure is, I propose that like if anybody's inactive for like 10 days, like it's like sorry, like you know, like we're gonna auto kick. Well, like you're welcome back at any time. And it could be anything else. I'm seeing right now the longest gap is 6, and I don't know, like maybe you're busy, right? Like, but like at some point, like that's a slot that somebody who's active could actually be filling in, and that helps the level, and that would ultimately allow us to open up to more. Now I got an awesome chat, Brian. Sorceress is awesome.
Though,
yeah, go ahead.
The guild quest that we had, I basically did it by myself. I had one person help one time for fishing. But I was able. Oh, you did this one, damn it! But yeah, I basically was able to do it by myself. So as soon as we get another slot open for another guild task, we can start earning more level ups every week. It's just gonna take a while to get that rolling. Get behind him whenever he's enraged, or it will cover the whole screen.
Okay. Controller, it would be outside of a few things which I've been providing feedback to the devs on. I think controller is the absolute way to play this game. It's so good.
Tell them to add cross hotbar, or I'm never gonna play with a controller.
Oh my gosh, dude! Cross hotbar would be so good in this game. So how do I gather?
Is there figure out how to do it myself?
There are nodes.
Okay, do they show up on my like even when I'm not gathering?
They show up on the mini map and on the tab map as well.
Okay.
On the overlay.
Are they the little blue stuff, or no? That's a transfer.
They're little blue. Yeah.
Oh, so fishing spot. I see a fishing.
If you look at the upper right-hand corner of your map,
yeah,
you see there's a question mark next to your, and it's like you got like a. Can you? It was on your map.
Oh, right here.
So.
Yeah, always be behind him.
So
yeah,
if you look at the. Yeah, like right there, the blue things. Also, you can see up top of your map where it says like your Mokoko Seeds 1 of 11, and right next to it on the left, you can see like a bar with a question mark on it that has little symbols. So, and each node has 2. Oh lord, each node has 2 charges on it.
Okay.
So you can gather it twice. However, it does decrease durability.
I'll live.
I'll live. So, apparently, your crafting tools, or not, your gathering tools can lose total durability. I have no idea how that works.
I threw the hatchet. Okay.
You can just craft more at the base. It's pretty quick. It's like
No, I know,
20
but I don't know
minutes.
like what causes them to do that.
When you repair them.
Really?
Hey,
Every time you
Sean,
repair
what's
them,
up?
you lose some.
Okay, that's weird.
Oh, Brian, I meant to ask.
Oh,
is there a
and
way we
they're
can
not
start getting-
shared, so it's like literally like.
No, they are shared.
I mean, meaning like it's not instanced to me. That's what I'm sorry. I said it backwards.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're not instanced. Yeah.
Can get behind him. Get him in the middle here.
Yeah. I don't know who's he's aggroed on. Yeah.
Need a special skill to set a fish trap. Okay, whatever. All right, cool. Then I now can do that. So that will be good because I was like, oh, we need to do something like get trees for the guild, and I was like, I can't even do that. Like, I'm a bad guildie. Boars and wolves.
Gather
Distraction.
everything you see while you play. That makes leveling your gathering a lot easier.
Oh, gathering is individually leveled.
What's up, Factual?
Yo.
Well, per skill. Yeah, but your characters all share.
Okay.
Yeah, it's roster wide, but each type of gathering is individual.
Dang it.
Can I switch back to the... All right, whatever. All right, one second.
How's everyone
Doing good, dude. How are you tonight?
Oh, just got on.
Just ignore that. I was
Yeah. Hey, it's cute, you know.
I'm 24, Sean. I'm doing my normal, getting to play, a couple hours every week, slow prog, playing multiple games. I'm an idiot. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll get there.
If you don't activate your counter ability on that, like immediately, it doesn't count on him. As soon as you see him flash blue and you're standing in front of him, just spam it.
Yeah, I think I
Don't
accidentally don't have a counter ability on this. I need to get it.
And I missed. So much for that trackball meta.
Yeah.
Like,
Deliver
I
the-
remember seeing my counter ability or like some of the other skills, like the different effects they do, but I didn't know exactly where the whole counter thing came into play. And then, everybody reaches that fourth guardian boss and starts having trouble.
The second one I've been having trouble on with everybody because like people don't know how to get behind him.
Sorry, I've been having
Sorceress, yeah. No,
I've been having
Yeah.
trouble on the Abyss dungeons.
God, we just tried the Abyss dungeons and that was
Just
not.
those people, I'm like, how do you not? I was telling someone earlier, I was almost becoming toxic.
well, the first one was fine. Like, I actually enjoyed the second one. Yeah, there were certain parts that were confusing, but when you actually had to do some mechanics and stuff, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, like you had to go pick it up. Like when you get the 3 blood stacks, you had to go
Did
pick
you
up an
throw a
orb.
bomb or-
And the people just won't go pick it up. I don't know how many times I have to explain this.
I'm glad I'm not alone, Craig. Fellow dad gamers out there.
I never get toxic, but this time I was.
You,
Yeah,
you never get you
stopped.
never get toxic.
No, I'm normally pretty calm, but when it's a very simple mechanic, there's only 4 of us in the dungeon, and I can see who's not doing it.
Ah, matchmaking, man. Tell me how good it is, please.
I mean,
Right.
normally it hasn't been pretty bad for me normally, but that.
I met a league player in matchmaking yesterday, and it was a pretty awful
Oh
experience.
yeah, I had that
He's like,
experience.
y'all are
today,
so
too.
bad, and we're like, what the heck? Dude, you're dying more than we are.
Oh, see, I wasn't dying more. I'm just like I explained the raid mechanic like 3 times. I was like, it's very, very simple. You get 3 stacks, pick up the orb.
No, that's
You
not
get
how it
4
works.
stack. It's an insta wipe.
Oh, we
That's
lost
not how it
somebody. Just realized. Greg.
I have absolutely nowhere I'm supposed to go.
As soon as an orb pops, number 1 gets it, then number 2 gets it on the next orb, and then number 3 gets it on the next orb, etc., etc. And
You're talking about for the
basically,
dragon?
yeah, you can't miss a single one. If you
Nope.
miss a single one, then you wipe. It doesn't matter how many stacks you have.
Guess I need to just keep
Oh,
gathering.
Ugh.
No,
How it works is when someone gets 5 stacks, he jumps up into the air and one-shots somebody.
Yeah, well, he'll one shot the whole raid at that point.
Yeah.
But if you
so
just keep
the
it, if you
point
just keep
is,
it cycling 1 through 4, then you don't get that ever.
Yeah, you don't get it until you hit 3 stacks. You have to go, once you hit 3 stacks, you go pick up the orb. But
Oh,
people are picking up the
dang it.
orb before 3 stacks.
Dude,
Chat
I'm
saying
telling you,
you're
the
wrong.
way that
It's
we
4
did it-
stacks. Grab the orb.
The way that we did
Okay.
it is just as soon as an orb pops, number 1 gets 1,
well, what
and
he's
then the
saying
second
isn't-
orb, number 2 gets 1.
Yeah, what he's saying isn't wrong. You know, you can wait, you know, for 2 or 3, you know, to happen as everyone goes. But yeah, you know, just as long as nobody hits 5, then you're perfectly fine.
Yeah, but we had people that had no stacks picking them up. That was the problem.
Yeah, yeah,
And then the people with stacks were,
yeah. And then on the second boss, that one was a bit easier. We just assigned a cardinal direction to each person, and then you just watch the flash if it was red or white, pick up the right orb.
The Sean says need to get back to 14. Hope I want to see what the live letter on Friday brings. You and me, man. I'm gonna be late to it, and I really hope that I get home, I sit down, I boot up the thing, I get in a voice chat with Chris, and I just cry because it's gonna be like, holy crap, I was right this whole time. I've been right this whole time.
Deep dungeon.
Oh, that'd be cool. Like, yeah, I wouldn't mind them showing that off. But if he's like sitting here like, all right, guys, here's our next 10-year plan, what we want to do with 14, and be like,
Do you think they're going to reveal that so soon?
he says that they're talking about the 10-year plan this Friday, and that's what it says on the lowdown. Whatever that ends up meaning, right? Because it's like is it like what when they announced like 2.0, or is it like, hey, yeah, we're gonna stick around for 10 years, and we've got expansions and stuff, you know?
Or is it going to be like, yeah, we're shifting to Final Fantasy 17. Sorry, guys, it's over.
That'd be awesome.
We fooled ya.
Honestly,
I would
that
be
would
happy
be
for that.
so good. Like, because the thing is, like, I've been covering this game for 13 years, right? Like, yes, it's had this kind of da-da-da-da. Like, it would be so cool to be like, you know what? Like, that's what that game is, right? And
Keep in
you don't
mind
have
with
to you don't have
the-
to give up your, like, imagine not having to give up your glamour and be able to sit here and New Game Plus it. You know, it's like, okay, cool, you got New Game Plus. You can always go and play through that story, and there's cool stuff that you can unlock and, you know, whatever it is, but check out 17, baby, you know?
Oh, jeez.
It'd be cool if they let us transfer our characters to 17 whenever they finally do make it. Because I'm
Oh,
fairly
yeah.
certain it will be in the same universe, don't you think?
Yeah, I think it makes sense because I think it gives them a lot of opportunity to do some really fun things. All right.
Honestly, don't think
Oh.
as far as the MMO goes, they'll set another number. There will be no 17 for the MMO. The name will just simply change to Final Fantasy Online,
Final Fantasy Online, I think, makes the most sense.
and then they'll do whatever the hell they want after that.
What am I supposed to do with this quest?
I know.
Like you were saying, you know, the whole story, like all the expansions leading up until, you know, a complete revamp of the game potentially happens. Yeah, you know, that gets filed away, and you could play that if you want, but then whatever the new content is, that'll actually be the start.
How do I check the ingredients? Pure gold of the field. Like, it's got a little quest thing. I'm right clicking. I'm left clicking on it. How do I do that? Anybody know?
It'd be really sweet if they rebuilt 14 in a different engine and just called it like R2 or something.
Yeah,
And
14.
then we get to keep all the
14
same content.
14-2.
Dang it.
So in the quest thing, I've got a couple things that says RB plus L, and I don't know what to do with that.
Hit your right bumper and then you're like,
Right mouse button plus L button.
Right bumper, left
left
trigger. Left trigger, I think.
So yeah, because
It should be left thumbstick, probably.
Oh,
None
yeah.
of that works.
Right bumper, left thumbstick pushed in didn't work?
All right. I'm going back to the base because I need potions.
Okay.
So yeah, it says check the book, and even using mouse right click and left click,
Press F5.
F5. Oh, okay, there it is.
It's like an item action quest thing.
Gotcha.
So, and then
Oop.
Not quite sure.
Okay, so over that spot. I grab some potions really quick too, and
Yeah, well, I mean, we've heard Yoshi P refer to the 14 as to the online game multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there is.
He also says,
revamp, that's
yeah.
what they call it.
He also said at some point the number 14 is not going to make sense.
Yeah. So it makes sense calling it online because then also they could have their base core game. They could potentially add, you know, other games to it.
Just please, nothing like that most recent Final Fantasy game that came out. The 15? One where it was like, no, not 15. The one that was like mobile that they were showing off. That was like really cringy writing.
Tactics?
Oh, left on the D-pad.
It was like Final Fantasy and then some weird words. I don't remember what it was called.
Very nice. It's right bumper plus left on the D-pad is what it is.
Oh, gotcha.
Told you, sir?
So I was like left trigger, left stick. No. Thank you. You legend, Greg. If I could gift you a membership, I would. It's like, at some point, YouTube will be cool. At some point.
Can you even gift memberships?
I cannot.
No, not I know you, but like.
No, I don't think you can do. You can't
like,
do gifts.
I have a membership. Can I give one to Greg G?
Nope.
Didn't think so.
Pay for it.
That's sad. No,
you just wire transfer him some money and then.
That's how. That's the YouTube plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Oh, shit, we're about to get hit. Oh no.
Oh man, I love that.
Freaking.
Yeah. Oh, what's your PayPal? Like I'm trying to do that.
What's your Venmo?
Yeah. What's your bank account information, personal identificator, and I'm a good guy, I swear.
What's the last 4 of your social?
Mm-hmm. Mother's maiden name, favorite pet. Oh, thank you, Case. Thank you, guys. Teach me.
First place
I
you
love
ever
learning.
flew to?
Yeah.
Make and model and year of your first vehicle.
Oh, and then I can access them also via inventory. Thanks, Rogue. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the support. And I'm having so much fun with this game, and I'm just having so much fun, like just watching the online content. It just feels validating. I don't know why I need that. Like I'm an adult, but I'm petty sometimes. I'm gonna be petty for like a day, and then it's like, all right.
This has been kind of funny, like, you know, as a sorceress, your character is Sylvain or whatever.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You know, you start in your home country, and then
Oh, we got
you kick out, and you're blocked from going back to your home country until you reach a certain level. So it feels a little weird. I'm like, hey, look, my character's back home now.
Mobile game is First Soldier. Oh, thanks, Randy.
All right, so I'm gonna switch to my main, and then we can do it again if you want.
Okay.
And then I'll take all the materials I get from however many times we do this, and then I'll put it onto my Soul Fist, and then we can try the Abyssal Dungeon again.
Okay.
Which Abyssal Dungeon are you doing?
The first one. I've never done one. I mean, I've tried this one, but we just were low damage, and I would just get one shot. But I'm down to keep trying to get it done.
So you can do both. The second one, you can do both within 1 week on both one character.
One character, yeah. Yeah. Because what level do you have to be? It'd be 460 to do the second one, or?
No, it's still the same level, but I would honestly recommend being over 400 because that's the first time I beat it.
Okay.
Oh, the second one?
Yeah, you have to be over realistically, you have to be over 400 gear score to beat it.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm sitting at 340. It says minimum 340.
Yeah, minimum, but
You have people that, you know, clearly know what they're doing. If you don't over geared, you kind of push through it a little bit.
For your stone, yeah, it makes sense too.
Lost Ark numbers, man, have been just like, it's so exciting to see just the numbers in themselves, the game doing so well. It's like I waited for a long time for this game finally to come west. I'm wondering what the drop off is going to be like though. Like it's just like
I think we're
I'm
going
just
to
waiting for
equalize
it.
around 200, 300,000 for like 6 months after everyone figures out how it actually works, and like that they
Right.
don't want to do that much.
Right, it's a grind. Like it's like, oh my gosh, I love this game. Then I was like, okay, like I don't love it that much. Like yeah, like normal people. It's this weirdos that
You can
keep
invite me
playing.
again.
It's like, I like this game in terms of like I want to have several cap characters, and it's like, hey guys, we just want to run some crazy dungeons tonight. Let's do that. Like because it's like I think it's just that variety of like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is what we doing. All right, cool. Because like this will slot perfectly in between like I think Final Fantasy 14 content updates, New World content updates. Like it just is like, yeah, guess what? Playing one game endlessly.
Perfect.
Playing one game endlessly, and then all of a sudden you hate it. Like, wow, God, who could have seen that coming?
Not me.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to the like 6.1 PvP updates, but the battle pass that they're adding has me concerned. I'm gonna be concerned until I go hands on with it and either confirm my fears or go, oh that was awesome. All right, so I went Blaze for that. I'm gonna pick one skill now. I'm gonna be Fire Mage.
That was one funny thing you said. We're just like you were under DPS and you're thinking like, yeah, just take a sorceress with you. Solves that problem.
Solved.
Well, if the sorceress can stand and cast without getting hit by the room-wide AoEs that go off every 5 seconds.
Easy peasy for sure.
Lemon squeezy.
I beat it on sorceress, but it was not very fun.
It gets harder for ranked classes when we get to later content and the bosses get faster.
It's like playing Black Mage, honestly.
Artillery is actually closer to Black Mage.
Oh, really? They don't use magic, they use guns.
Yeah, I know, but they end up standing still more than the Sorcerer does. Because the ignition build for Sorcerer is a bunch of move and what they call quick spells, so it just goes where my
I
mouse
just
pointer is.
switch back because right now it's got me in battle like gather mode, and I'm like, I just want to.
Yeah, your three big skills, yeah, you still have to hard cast, but that's where the fun comes in because you have to time them properly.
Yeah, but with ignition, it's a like half second to 1 second cast.
Yeah, it's very fast with ignition.
I think you picked the right class, Randy. I think you picked the right class.
Well, stuff picks up, yes, but yeah, even like your meteor and all that stuff.
Comes down to 1 second.
I haven't seen that yet.
When you press Z and you go into Arcane Rupture at 100% with an ignition build.
Well, yeah, there's that. But
Yeah, but you wouldn't cast before.
You still hard cast them in between it. You know.
Oh yeah, but I switched my like Astorix reaction, Frost Call, and what was the other one? And Inferno are all on point and click, so they got rid of the cast times.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I have to time some of it, and it is.
Ooh.
At the early fights, it's not as hard.
Oh no, like.
You all see the chat? We got some gold sellers already.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
You know, see, a huge thing until I started reaching, like the level 4 of like the Guardian bosses, or trying to time stuff better in the abyssal raids and all that. But yeah, like the Frost Call, yeah, sure, I definitely have that on the point and click and all that. But it's just all a big timing game.
Yeah, a lot of the builds in this game are.
Yeah, for the time being, I'm still using like our mana shield, since I'm just ignorant to a lot of what bosses do.
Oh, the one where you don't take any. Yeah, where your mana goes down first and your shield doesn't go until you can't.
I mean, it sucks when that happens. You have to wait like 10 seconds, but at least you don't die.
Right.
You take a lot of damage, and so once I fully understand how fights work, then I can take off that skill and either put on the what's the flame pillar?
Inferno.
Yeah, it's either Inferno, or if a boss has like does like counter stuff frequently, then I would throw on that one. So I just kind of go back and forth on those two. Yeah. Yesterday, I didn't. Yeah, when I learned about the counter skills, like, oh my god, it changed things so much. I didn't even realize how it worked.
Absolutely, Nev. And then for Locked on Target, I do hope that we'll see Guild Wars 2 have a consistent update schedule. I honestly think that some kind of cadence that players can come to expect helps out endlessly in terms of like general frustration or enjoyment of a game. Thanks for the 19 likes, by the way. I appreciate that.
I hope you'll do me the honor of performing the ceremony.
Yeah, I got End of Dragons, got Destiny, Witch Queen, Lost Ark, New World, Final Fantasy 14. I'm going to be playing Triangle Strategy. In other news, I've managed to freeze time.
Wait, something's here.
Well, I'll just say you're mentioning cast speed earlier. I can't wait till I can get like full ranks of some of the engraving abilities and stuff you get, to where it increases your attack speed by like 20 to 30%, depending on how much you have.
Oh, nice.
I don't have a flare, Scrag. I got the refill.
Where is this mob?
This guy looks awesome.
Secret base guard's eye sensor.
We good. Somebody else had a flare, I guess.
I had one. This is my main. I have like 50 of every battle item.
Yeah, I've already given from my man. We're so close to level 2. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll probably get level 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, when you report a gold seller, it automatically block that? How nice. Like, why would I... Like, I don't...
Where is that mob? Okay.
I forgot. That's not... I don't have
and you can buy gold from the game.
No, you can't.
Yeah, like through crystals, right?
No, not gold.
Oh, really?
You can sell gold for crystals, but you can't buy... Or you buy crystals with gold, not gold for crystals.
How do you make gold then?
Or I don't know.
You make gold by like doing the weekly content.
Okay.
And there's a lot of dailies that pop up when you hit 50 in your top left that have it, that are like timed. You just gotta show up at the right time.
Yeah.
Also, you can get stuff and sell it on the marketplace.
I'm sitting at like 3,000 gold at this point.
You're at 3,000? Nice.
I would have a couple thousand, but I've been spending every penny I get on raising characters to level 50 because that's worth more than the money right now.
Can you spend gold to raise them to 50?
So according to this site, for your $3,000, you can get $15. 3,000 gold for $15.
Hey.
I do want a taco. I do want a taco dinner tonight.
You use knowledge transfer at your stronghold. That's how you use 600 gold in 8 hours to raise an alternate character to level 50 and the full set of 302 gear.
Oh, okay. So it's similar. So it's just like the pass.
It's not as nice as the pass because you don't get as many. You don't get any items. You just get
battle items.
Yeah.
Okay. Still though, that makes sense. If I was going to do, we'll see if they start selling those passes.
Bad timing.
That was kind of cool that the passes, you got 2 of them, so you could try out 2 other classes if you want.
Yeah.
So how do the passes work? Because I'm sitting on them. I just didn't know what to do with them.
You have to finish burn.
Level 50, and yeah, you get to burn. You'll eventually get one, and you just go create a character, and then you can use the pass on it, and it'll instantly like clear it, everything up to burn, and you'll get gear and a bunch of stuff to start out.
So in theory, I could have at least 3 level 50s be like pop.
Yeah,
and you can have 3 immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Once they give you the first pass, they immediately mail you another one. And so what I was planning on doing was, I haven't actually done it yet. I know hardcore people have been doing it so they can milk like all the resources, because that's the other thing is whatever people consider their main, like the hardcore people are funneling like all the resources you can put into your roster inventory and stuff and funneling it to them. But you know, I'm not even worried about that yet, but you know, I do want to kind of go into the training area and test some of these classes I consider playing and see which ones I might like the most.
Well, can you do that in the? Oh yeah, you can do that.
That's what I'm doing right now. I got my main to 460, so now I'm trying to get at least 2 of my alts to 460 so that I can also do the harder content with them.
Did you do your islands on your main?
Yeah, well,
So-
most
yeah.
of them. I've done some alts.
So doing the like character NPC like rep grind, it helps to give gold too.
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so people funnel their gear resources, the gold, the gathering materials, like everything. You know, and then I guess if you ever feel like you have a stopping point on one character, you can start funneling it into another. That was my thing to where, yeah, I remembered like, yeah, I don't need to do the power pass instantly. I can, you know, just go into the character, go into the training thing, and start fiddling with the skills. And if I think I like it enough, then I'll boost it then.
Yeah, I already knew I wanted to play War Dancer and Paladin. The other stuff, I wanted Lancer, but it's not out yet. So.
Get over there.
I want what's the one-
I'm a Scouter. That looks fun.
I want Arcana. Arcana looks cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
David.
wanted to- oh, go ahead.
So no, so David says, "Is this game free to play?" Yes, we were all just laughing about that because all over YouTube right now, it's like they're trying to decide if it's pay to win or not, and it's like it only shows the use of the term and the quality of the game. You know, I was like, just wait till there's a game that people want to play that does that. It's not as bad as I thought.
It's definitely as bad as you thought in this case. It's just the fact that it's entertaining enough that people will still play it.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to play?
And
Cool.
because you don't get an advantage over other people in PvP.
Yeah,
Yeah, because ranked PvP, I don't even think
it's all
cares about
normalized.
your
Yeah,
gear.
it does not care at all. So it's like there's no advantage you get over another player. The only advantage is that you get to beat the game first 3 years later than everybody else.
Yeah.
2 years earlier, yeah.
Well, it's like you know, the fact is like people have already like done all the content. We're just like, hey, it's been out for 3 years. Oh, you're racing to the end? Okay. No world first
Warframe's kinda
race.
similar-ish.
Like I'm gonna be the first in NA. People already did that. They just didn't have it on this build.
Dang it. Should have
One
done it.
thing is, yeah, the game definitely has some big pay-to-win elements, but there's so much content to the game on top of like what we were just talking about, using alts to funnel stuff, that it'd be a long time for
The
the
co-
average gamer to even remotely feel the effects of seeing the people that are ahead of them but don't care.
Right, for a normal gamer, like somebody like me, it's like you'll never see it. I'll never feel it. But that's kind of the funniest, like the big point ultimately, that it's like, you know, they're like, oh, wait a minute, like, so you're playing this game 16 hours a day just to try and like, you know, like I guess min max and not worry
To
about
prove
it.
a point that you don't.
Like
Yeah,
at some point, like you were relying completely on other people funding this game that you clearly like, and then you're like, all right, good. I'm glad that those people do that because you wouldn't have a game to play. Like at some point, it's like, all right, man, like what are you doing? Now, as
I
to
think a
how
lot of the streamers won't spend money on the shop
Oh,
unless it's cosmetic. They
oh
won't be
no,
buying
streamers
anything.
will.
Got an achievement
They'll
that
spend
says,
all
"I
the
did
money.
art."
They'll spend all the money. I spent this much on this and a blah 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 video. You know, like those videos will pay for more for themselves. The streamer's gonna get
Yeah.
basically gonna get compensated completely for spending the money, and people watch those videos. Those videos tend to be very popular.
There's already been several big streamers that just like, they're like, nope, I'm wailing out.
Yeah, it's in their financial interest. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just like as long as like you're straightforward, be like, and it's like, yeah, like I remember when Genshin Impact came out, it's like I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to spend a dime. But like, oh my gosh, like that guy got 2 million videos, 3 million views off of like spending $1,000 on Genshin. Like, my wife would murder me.
Well, I've seen that like for Raid Shadow Legends, Genshin and stuff, where yeah, people eat up those videos. Are like, oh my god, that guy just spent $1,000 opening all those loot boxes, and you know, vicariously through the streamer because of the crazy stuff they're doing.
Yeah, and then like the stream, like the $1,000 the streamer spent, like you just ends up having to like, oh wow, like you made 10,000 off that. Oh, that's a win, and then you get to write it off as taxes. Like it was a 1,000 expense.
Well, I mean, a lot of them said that they resorted that they're not gonna. We'll see what happens. I've been watching some streams this week, and
they say they're not gonna use it as a tax write-off. You know they're going to use it.
Well, not even a tax write-off. They just said they're only gonna be buying cosmetic items. But once again, we'll see.
Speaking of cosmetics, I was a little disappointed. I made sure I did my Abyssal dungeons today so I could buy the set pieces.
Yep.
And I was hoping the gear would look different for my Sorceress, and it didn't. So I was
it does later, but yeah, the initial gear looks the exact same as the dungeon gear. Only the orange gear looks different.
It sounds like the starter like blue gear where you're wearing the hat or something like looks better than this right now.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but that's because the stats are the exact same. The only difference is the set piece. The stats start changing at the higher tiers.
Yeah, there's a pay for convenience, but like spending money, you're gonna be able to play the PvE stuff. I think it makes it easier. Like, and that's where it's like, at some point, people use that mindset to try and sit here and say like, hey, I don't like that game's bad. It's this, and it's like I've literally heard people call Final Fantasy 14 pay to win, and it's like everybody is going to well they say the bike because the bike goes faster than all the other mounts.
If you get there 1% faster.
Exactly. I don't agree with them.
Without doing fates,
Let's
but you
be
can
clear.
do fates anyway.
I don't agree.
But it's like
so dumb.
But it's the same thing. It's like people will sit here and be like, all right, I'm gonna pick on this thing as the reason. Like, just educate yourself, know your limit. Like my dad said, if you go to Vegas, know how much you're willing to donate and then be done. So every time I have never lost money in Vegas. I've always come back with a little extra money in my pocket. Like I've literally said, I've been willing to lose $300 on entertainment, right? If that $300 is gone, I'm done. And it's like, I've gotten close sometimes, but it's like, literally it's like, I get it out in cash and then I just play with that. And then if I bring any home, cool. If I don't, I don't. I have the same philosophy. Like, I'm like, I got no problems paying for good games. I have no problems. I'm like, I want good games in my life. Good games take money. Like, I can afford it. There was a time where I could not afford games. Like, a friend covered my 11 sub for me while I was looking for work. Like, he was awesome, freaking legend. But like, okay, I can pay $100, and then it's like that's the limit. And once I better get if I get 100 hours, then that's my plan. If I get more than 100 hours, great. And then at some point I might reevaluate that because there is no, well, I mean, there's the optional sub, but in games like that, like, should I keep, putting in money?
Yeah, I don't know.
We buy cosmetic items and stuff.
Buying a bike for $30.
Good point, Cameron.
Buying a bike for $30 that makes you go like 2% faster, and literally buying potions and enhancement materials are two different types of things totally.
Right, and that's where the label pay to win in and of itself is overused, and it's like, okay, what are we really talking about here? And ultimately, in my mind, I say it all boils down to trust, and if it's a good game. Like, it's like, are they sitting here abusing you and your relationship? The potions, yeah, that's like, like, no.
One thing is, like, one of my favorite games that's free to play that people dote on, for not having any pay to win stuff in it, is Path of Exile. But I always like to comment, it's just like, well, that's not exactly true, because if you're gonna play the game seriously, then you're gonna drop, $60-$70 on the stash tabs. It's more pay to convenience type thing, but they did that on purpose because that's how they fund the game.
Now this game has loot boxes, right?
Yes.
So where's all the loot box hate?
Well, it's there, but it'll spark more later, I guess, because it's kind of hidden. But I mean, even this game, you know, a lot of free-to-play games have them to where there's pay-to-win systems, and I consider like there's also pay-to-convenience systems.
Yeah.
Where if you're gonna play Lost Ark seriously for months, then you might want to drop the money on the sub thing. Because
free teleportations.
Yeah. Well, yeah, free teleports. You have the reduced amount of time to research and other things, and it may not seem like a ton in the beginning, but over several months, that's a huge amount of time saved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, 10% off of 1 hour to craft 3 potions is pretty good when you have to craft like 100 potions.
Yeah, not to mention it's gonna take you months. You know, to really get your stronghold, you know, up really high and unlock everything and all that stuff. So, you know, every game has their, you know, little systems that they put in there that they try to funnel people through to get them, and most of the time I don't have anything against that unless, yeah, you go into their game and they literally like lock you out of everything and basically force you to pay it. Like, I played Neverwinter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
And it was fun to play, but yeah, no, you saw right in the beginning that you needed their silly little monthly thing, or you couldn't get anywhere fast.
I don't feel like you need this one.
So what I want, you want.
It is definitely helpful, but I don't feel like you need it.
To 416. Do you want to try the Abyssal Dungeon again?
Give me a sec. I'm in the Kaias dungeon, just trying to get some materials here really quick.
Okay, yeah. I'll take a couple minutes break.
Yeah.
So, you know, I would say the more casually you play, the less you feel like you need those kinds of things.
Oh yeah. That's like, honestly, like, I always enjoy my style more because, like, I always end up hearing and seeing people like burn through the content, mad, and then it's like, all right, like, I'm gonna play for fun.
Like, this game's boring. I'm like, you played it for 20 hours a day, 4 days straight. Like,
yeah,
it is now. I don't
honestly like
for you to do that.
For Lost Ark, I'm like, I don't even care about the story at all. To me, the content is the Diablo-like stuff.
Yeah.
Which is like getting random stats on gear and upgrading it and that kind of stuff. The progression. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, I've been taking my time with the main story, all the side quest stuff, and even...
Uh-oh, everybody went quiet. Is my internet dead?
No, you're still here. We're still here.
We can hear you.
I don't know if you can hear us.
We can hear you.
Maybe his internet did go dead.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I've been paying attention mostly to the main story and like most of the notable purple quests, because a lot of them go over systems you need to know about.
Oh, vibration on the controller. That's nice.
Debating if I'm main sorcerer or main paladin or main war dancer. It's quite the kerfuffle.
Check my welcome challenge.
Internet went out for a sec.
I feel like every time I
Welcome
walk
back,
by, there's
welcome back.
always another sorcerer. Always more sorcerers.
That's gonna be that comes out.
I mean, it's new for everybody, so
It's new and it's exciting, and it's just like it is. We all knew, like, February, March was just gonna be like off the rails in terms of like, oh, this game's coming out. Oh, this game's coming out. Oh, this game's coming out.
yeah. But Total Warhammer 3 comes out in a couple of hours.
Hey, Brian, if you click on that ongoing quest thing, it'll complete the quest for you.
Oh.
That's above your all your quests and everything.
Well, thank you. I was like, thought that was like, yeah, I am on an ongoing quest. It's like, of course.
Earlier I was saying that my internet cut out. Basically, the content in this game, to me personally, is not the story. The story is kind of garbage. It's the content in terms of like getting the random stats on your gear and like leveling it up, like picking the right gear, like the Diablo type stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was my thing. Is this game felt and even played a lot more like an ARPG. It's just simply put in an MMO format. So in most of those games, yeah, people don't worry too much about the story. Like the progression is like the building of their character.
Well, the same could be said for about Final Fantasy. It's like the amount of jump potions people buy and whatnot. It's like, man.
Well, yeah, but most of those are alts.
Well, some of them are alts for sure.
I mean, I've bought jump potions for some of my alts like probably 3 or 4 times.
I don't blame you, man. Like if I was doing multiple alt leveling, like yeah, I wouldn't. Like I'm good. Outside of like wanting to actively play through the story another time.
One time I did it just as a joke. I have a Dark Knight who's level 80, and that's the only class they have, except for like level 1 Gladiator or something.
Okay.
And people are like, "What? How did you unlock Dark Knight?" I'm like, I didn't. I paid for it.
Bond paid for.
I'm good for Abyssal Dungeon if whoever's ready.
Just give me a couple minutes.
You're fine.
If you give me a second to log on to my paladin, unless you have one.
No. I am my sharpshooter.
I think I can upgrade pretty quickly.
I could do a cube thing too, so I just unlocked that.
Oh, did you see that video I posted about do it with an alt first?
No, so thank you.
Okay,
I'm not doing it.
Do it with an alt first, and it'll give you a bunch of like account-wide rewards. And then you do it with your main, and you get a bunch of enhancement materials.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how. Okay.
I didn't even think I would be playing a dude character in this game. Sad.
I think that'd be one thing I'd like to see is that if there was like if the different classes weren't gender locked, but I know that's kind of not gonna. I don't think that's changing anytime soon.
That's not.
Well, beyond that though, like if I wanted to play as a wizard, you know, like there isn't a wizard, you know, so it's like okay, I'm a sorceress, and that's cool, but it's like
I think they said something about they were talking about looking into that or whatever.
That would be wild. Like that'd be like when they talk about, because a lot of the funny things about like how some of the things they're saying about how the game functions, it's like yeah there are, but there are also differences for the NA market as well. So it's like so there's like oh here in Korea it's this. It's like well it's actually works a little bit different here, but
that was one of the other big things that you see is more notable in an ARPG style game. Yeah, in an MMO. Yeah, in most MMOs you have the freedom to choose the specific type of race you want. It has a multitude of classes and all that to make it really unique to you.
mm-hmm.
ARPGs aren't that way. You play a specific class. They're normally male or female. Something like that. But again, it's normally most people who play those type of games don't care about the race. They care about the class. They care less about the sex of the class they're playing.
And Hex, what's up, dude? We're on Carta. If you hit the server command, though, if anybody's ever in chat and wants to know, like you just use command server, and it'll tell you every server and bit of information you could possibly want to know. Randy wants to know what level should your main character be when you create alts? I'm assuming 50.
50. Yeah, you'll be 50 and complete the North Vern story. Preferably go ahead and finish Shoeshire too, but I mean it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you'll be 50 for a while as you're going through Vern. So once you get the power pass thing or whatever, then you'll know you're like, okay, now I can make an alt, especially if you're gonna boost it.
Mm-hmm.
A king must rule his subjects with kindness.
Yeah, you get the power pass through the main story, so you just keep doing that, you'll get it eventually.
Cool. A king must rule his subjects with kindness.
No. Wait, did I just?
Outside of, like, you can make the character, you don't have to power pass them, right? You know, you won't have that ability right away. Just like, because Locked on Target show points out that you can name reserve them.
I'll be right. My game's being weird. I gotta exit out and get back in.
Okay.
Should have called for reinforcements. I did this. Damn it. Damn it. It seems like Prince Thirain is deeply heartbroken. He's never shown himself like that.
Ooh, so I picked the right choice. Asmund picked the wrong choice, Rogue. Red Cerberus mount is part of, like, if you get the platinum edition or whatever, you get to pick one of those mounts with a certain color.
Yeah, I got the red one.
To be fair though, Asmund's mistake also.
Must have been extremely.
You thought he got them all right?
Yeah, he got them all, and a lot of people 400,000 plus people realized not to do that because they hadn't done it yet. So he made the mistake for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Someone had to.
Someone had to follow on that
at first.
Oh yeah.
When we all open it, we're like, "What is this?" And then you realize you can't preview any of it.
Oh, why is red better? It looks great.
The Song of Valor.
This looks cool.
That was his favorite song. Come. We have much to do.
Let me see here.
Thank you. You're always around. I've made up my mind. But there's still a problem.
Well, I'm glad you got the one you like locked. And hopefully, like, as more people like, oh, like, what colors, you can kind of like start seeing stream titles: red Cerberus mount, white Cerberus mount, blue Cerberus mount. Oh, that's how you can find a preview.
People might like their Cerberuses, but I like my golden hoverboard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got that too. It's pretty sweet. I was kind of mad though because I was watching someone trying to get the bird pet,
Yeah.
and I was like 20 minutes away, and then they're like, "All right, I'm gonna change it over to the hoverboard," and so it reset the progress for the hoverboard, or it reset the progress for the bird thing. So now I have to watch someone else who's doing the bird for 4 hours.
I've made up my mind. Please don't give me that look
Hey, what's up, Dumas? How you doing today?
about my concerns. And he gave
The
me
world's first 10x in Korea dude spent 735,000 in 1 year on this game to enhance.
I already have.
If he had the money, then there's no, like, I have no issue with that. Like, because it's like, all right, man, it's your money, man.
Still, like, if you could invest that much money and then just use interest to buy your whale stuff.
Oh yeah,
Who knows? That may have already been his interest.
yeah.
It
That
could
might
have
that
been.
might have been his interest. He's like, I just have money that I don't
It's like, I have a
need,
billion in the
and
bank.
I like this game. Like, it's like, you know, like stories like that will come out, and it's like so and so spends. It's like, okay, like, I don't have that kind of money. Like, I do not. You know, I would like that kind of money. I would like to be in a position
What?
where I could be like, cool. Like, I'm just gonna kick back and, oh, guess what? I had like crazy like windfall come in. Like, yay! And then I like game. I give game money. Like, great.
That's like FU money.
Yeah, it's FU money. Like, if you're doing, like, if you got that kind of money, man, like, that's definitely FU money. You're like, yeah. But if he doesn't have that kind of money, then the guy's screwed. Like, because that's a problem.
Oh my
Yeah,
god! I just wrote an amazing ability stone. I got +4, +5, +1. So my
Hey,
negative is only 1.
nice.
Oh,
Oh man, Randy, if I like, I can like if I already gave away my allowance this month, so like if I could, I would have hooked it
I
up.
already gave my allowance this month.
I don't like to talk about like when people need help, and so I'll just keep it at that because it's like yeah, we're good.
I see why it gets harder to make the moment. I did some islands on my sorcerer, and I probably shouldn't have.
Okay, let's see here. We got that. All right, moving on.
Okay, man, are you back yet?
No, I don't know what's going on. My game keeps on like having weird errors. I'm trying to get Steam to update or verify files and stuff like that. So
oh man, yeah, troubleshooting sucks. I've almost got my fishing to like 80 in New World. I'm just like every day I try to hit like a level or two, just fishing. Like nice. I log out right next to the ocean, log back in, fish for a little bit whenever like there's like a quiet moment. Oh, dude, right now I would say yes. I want to test out more of the classes because honestly, at the end of the day, like how you set up skills and things like that. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll put out some controller guides just of like, okay, do X, do Y, do A, B, C, etc. Bum bum bum. Yeah, I'm hoping Saturday night I can go back to the comedy shop and see if I can't get back on, get some more mic time. I had so much fun. I've been like just living high all week off that.
Nice.
I'm glad it was positive for you, man.
Oh yeah, I was just like, man, this is good. It felt like for me very, I don't know, just very therapeutic. And I think obviously like being a YouTuber that helps out to a degree, but it was there's obviously something very different from like filming a video, editing it, posting it, to like, all right, I'm gonna just say that and get real time. Like it's actually more like this, like where we're hanging out. Like we can respond, I can hear, it's like this guy is very nice. Feel my voice starting to fade.
Okay, I think I'm getting back in here. So,
no, Dumont, I haven't yet tried Shadowhunter, so I'll see if I can't make one of those soon. Ooh, I've been focusing fire, by the way, Eddie, just because fire I like fire and lightning, but right now, so in terms of my build, don't take this as like a be all end all. Legit, I like reset. I put everything into right now normal blaze, which is that and then I can basically take 3 tiers. So I went left tree, and then right boom right there, and then I'm doing inferno right now. So my thought is like, yep, just gonna keep leveling. Yeah, and then find your favorite ability that you like doing more than anything else, and power it up like crazy.
Hey, Factual, did you want to do the Abyss Dungeon too, you said?
Potentially, yes, if I can get some stuff to work.
Okay.
By that, I mean if I can... I'm missing some gear upgrade stuff. And it was mainly because I was testing a bunch of alts, and I did what I shouldn't have done.
Yeah, Josh, a game actually does have guilds. It's really quite ingenious, in my opinion. It limits the guild to a certain size. So right now, like our guild, we're sitting here capped at 30. So basically, I don't know if we picked a day, like kind of like, hey, log in, please, within a period. So we'll set that, etc. But as our guild levels up, I don't know. Yeah, you can see that behind my head. We'll open up more slots for the guild itself, and we'll get various tasks and things to do with the guild. So it's really cool. Now, I'm not using the default settings. I actually have it set up in my guide, how I've got it. So if you use LAC, like if you're curious and need help, I actually remap a lot because I don't really like using bumpers for attacking. it's less comfortable for me as a player. So I moved everything to right trigger, left trigger. So my mind is like, I'm like left trigger, A, X, Y, B, right trigger, R, X, B, yeah, you know, like whatever. So it's like building out some kind of combos, and I still got more work to do, right? So I'm not putting out build guides yet because I want to get a good feel for the flow.
Okay, so for these collectibles that you get for the Abyssal dungeons, there's a trader that you can trade one orb for one purple stone.
Okay.
So, like, if you do both Abyssal dungeons on a character, you should have like 20 of those. So you can try and get the perfect purple stone.
Have y'all toyed around with the PvP at all yet? Because I haven't. I don't even. I'm sure it's somewhere in my settings. Like it's been years since I played this, and so like, do you just queue up for it?
Yeah. I mean, you have a bar you can do it from, or there's like a billboard in the major towns that you can go up to and do it. And then they have like even a whole like setup thing for your PvP. You can like set your skills up and stuff specifically for that as well. So it's pretty involved.
Yeah,
I haven't even messed up it yet.
I'm looking for. I was like, oh, when should I start? Like that's what I was saying. Like if it levels me up in experience, like I'll happily do it. Like but if it's like okay, I was like I'd rather just level right now. Sean, thank you. Thanks for the 2 spot. And he says bedtime. Have a good night. Good stream. Thanks, Sean. You get some rest, man. Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm just saying. No, the other guy said you were taking you didn't take your knight's orbs and use them on the stone.
The what and the what?
There are those stones before you got your gear, did you?
No, because I already have you can only get the purple accessories for the stones, and I already have a full set of those multiple times over. I basically just dismantled them now.
Well, no. I know that. No, you were talking about when you did the Abyssal dungeons. Did you take the Knight's orbs and buy the ability stones?
Not yet, but you can.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you can later.
You can now.
Yeah, No, I was just saying. I would get your class set first, and then once you have that, then you'll have the ability or the freedom to purchase other things with them. I would do it then, if you can purchase stuff with the Night Stones with those.
And Josh, if you're looking for a community, a bunch of friends to play with, you're always welcome to check us out. We also have just a general chat room, so even if you're not in the guild, like we have that right now, and obviously just we're looking at active people to help us get leveled, and yeah, you're more welcome to hang out, but obviously play whatever you're most comfortable with. Anyway.
You're here. So what did the Metric Monastery say?
Yeah, we do have a global chat that we try to add people to, since we can't get anybody else in the guild. So
it'd be nice if there was like, here's the main, and then here's like a waiting room. So it's like, okay, slot open, fill it in.
That's kind of what I've been doing. Is if people send me friend requests, is like they're kind of in there, so I can kind of tell who's just trying to join the guild because they're running around, or who's actually part of the Discord and your community there. So I just tell them, hey, just friend me, and then I'll add them to the global chat, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Excellent.
We also have the guild application waiting list.
Yes, yeah, there's that too. But like I said, I don't know from that who is just people that are running around joining, or who's actually people from the community, basically. I mean, some of these people I recognize the name, but some of them I don't know if they're just randos that found it and just picked a guild.
Like, oh, hey, yeah.
So oh.
I love that skill so much. Oh. I will say, from a like what kind of gathering method do I prefer? I prefer like the New World and Lost Ark method, as do you have the tools equipped, as opposed to like the 14 method where it's like, all right, I gotta switch out all this stuff.
Yeah,
and like completely change your job, learn a new rotation to collect rocks.
Yeah, it's like no. Should make a variation for servers though, just so that way it works. It should pop up here in a second, Greg. There it is. Add a boy, Stream Elements bot. Proud of you, bot. Yeah, the MSQ and stuff will just like level you. I don't think it's people had too much trouble with it. Their goal isn't to keep you locked in the leveling experience. They want you to get you into the big content. It was the Colosseum under the map. You cannot enter Proving Grounds in the current location. Must be in a city, stronghold, or open seas. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you very much. Thanks, Drew. Yeah. Oh yeah, Carta, baby. And just get into the grind, man. Like it's about chicken out. That makes no sense. It's about chicken out and barbecue sauce.
There you go.
Like, all right, man. Is Brian losing his mind?
What are we waiting on for this abyssal dungeon?
I wouldn't wait on me. I was I'm probably gonna end up maining War Dancer, and I didn't realize how far behind it was.
Okay.
The more I play it, the more fun it becomes.
All right.
Legendary Mike, come hang out with us in voicemail if you want, dude. Just hit level 50, and Aaron just checking out this game for the first time. Hopefully you've been doing well, Aaron. Hope you guys are excited for Friday. I hope I get news that brings me to tears. Like that'd be so freaking satisfying. You know, and if it doesn't, then it's fine. But I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, let's go 14.
You want to contact the Bilbrin militia?
I love that skill so much. Oh, you're heading to bed. Work at 4:30. Nice, dude. Get some sleep. Get some rest. I'm probably going to do the same here. A little bit. I'm going to see. I'm level 26. I'm going to see if I can't. I want to hit it. I was like, man, maybe I can get to 30. But I was like, I do want to go also work out in the morning. So I had a really good workout this morning. Been really disciplined on what I've been eating. Been losing weight. And, so I'm just like, all right, what's the priority here? What's the priority? Like, okay, I'll get to 30. Maybe I'll get to 30 tomorrow. It's okay. But if I work out, then I'm like, hey, I've worked out and I've hit 30. I've done two things.
There you go.
Yeah, two things. Two things better than one thing, right? Maybe. So Eddie, I put that feedback into the devs on the forums. There's not like there is a speed setting, but it doesn't appear to be working. So no, yeah, my voice is also. I can hear it getting tired too. So yeah, we'll play. Well, I'll definitely hit 27, and then I'll see how I feel if there's a good like. Oh yeah, let's do this one more quest or something. Also, if everyone here wants to put in the feedback that they need to add cross hotbar, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Hey, you know Final Fantasy 14, right? Have you heard of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy 14 now with a free trial all the way up to level 60? Like, let's go. Mine seems to be moving faster than yours. I wonder if maybe that's the tuning of the Elite Series too.
There's a dead zone calibration you can do in Steam. That'll make it react faster or not.
You'll be power passing the other two martial artists? That's cool. Not reindeer for the meat. Okay.
I hate this boss so much.
Yeah.
I haven't played Deadeye yet, guys. Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Gosh dang it.
There we go. We got a burst window. Wait, we killed him already?
Hey.
Nice.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I guess not.
That's definitely one thing I've had to get used to as a sorceress is properly doing your burst windows. I'll try not to get one shot.
Yeah. Sure, I'll experience that as like more into end game because it's for the most part I'm like I feel really powerful.
You're here.
That's one thing that's been kind of refreshing for me is even though I do play DPS classes, like I do have a tendency to like play tanks or stuff that has a little bit more of a support role. So just being like, no, my job is like I'm the highest DPSer, and if I'm not on top, then I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
It just I never get to do that, so it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the big explosions. It is very black magey, you know.
Oh, and you only have the baby explosions right now. Wait till you get
I know.
really big ones, right?
I know. Look at this cute little noob thinking that what he's got going on is anything but big and powerful. He is but a weak sapling. Oh, Lamo Gum, you gotta get that skill. You gotta be messing with the skill trees.
Your explosions might be cool, but I can crush people with a giant hand and use spirit bombs.
All right, you win. You win. You get the.
No, I don't think so. I think my meteor falling from the sky trumps your spirit bomb.
Nah, not even close.
Nothing beats meteors falling from the sky and blowing up in fantastic fashion.
Pretty sure a spirit bomb can blow up a meteor. Just saying. It's like rock, paper, scissors, right?
Yeah.
Too much weight, too much velocity. Just go right through it.
Somebody's never watched Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, nice burp, dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done, sir. Someone give this man a standing ovation.
The only person who can single-handedly stop a meteor from blowing up a world is One Punch Man. Because I saw it.
Nope.
Don't stack those. Don't stack those.
Boom, level up, baby. All right, let's see what we got. And Inferno. Sweet. The earthquake destroys everything. Nice, level 27 as well.
Ow.
I'm just sitting here stealing y'all's treasure, and y'all like, oh, and then you turn around. You're like, worst guards in history. I don't know, I pushed him out of that. Yeah, I'm gonna have some organization of my skills that is gonna have to happen.
Hey, here we go. Done.
Come on, get off my butt. Hey, Fido, how you doing tonight? It was Terra, another Korean MMO.
Yeah, it's like 15 years old.
Yeah, then there's the theme. Oh, I've seen so many fun articles. It just, I don't know, man. It just made me, I get so amused. It's like, cause a lot of it just feels so fake. Not with the game, but just the whole process, right? Like, popular game. Okay, what angle can anything approach? Because like all of the, we want the tags and the feeds and the algorithm and and I'm like, okay. And then you got the, anyway, it's just, I don't know. I just pick up, I feel like I pick up on patterns. And then I get amused and I laugh to myself.
Okay.
Got your weeklies done at 14? Nice. Yeah. Yeah, just hanging out and chilling for a little bit. I got 27, so I felt like I definitely, do I need to go in there? Oh, does anyone want to join me for a dungeon? Sound off in chat and in game, and I'll just right click invite or something.
I'm putting guild chat here.
Yeah. Guild chat would be the ideal. I thought I added you as a friend, K-Man. Okay, but either way. Party invite.
I've used a friend, so.
That's good.
Let me, where are you at?
I am in the Bribben Forest.
Bribben Forest, okay. I think I need to use a Bifrost to get to you.
Well, are you in, if you're Lamo Gum, if you're in the guild chat, the guild, I would just take that, or if you were friends, I could, I guess, go to my friends list, one of the two.
Let's see here. Make sure.
Ribbon Forest down here at Greyhammer Mine.
Okay.
And we got Thancred. Party invite.
Oh, where am I?
Oh, you just finished it. Very cool. Are we on each other's friends list?
All right, hold on a second. Let me do this. I have to sail over to you here for a second.
All right, yeah, take your time. Oh, okay. Well, hey, welcome to the channel. What's your character's name? What do I search? Community.
Okay, come on. There we go. Join to...
Oh, there we go. Accept.
Yeah.
Is there a video on this game, jobs, etc.? Yeah, there's tons, but not. I don't go into too much detail regarding the jobs, etc. I would recommend like Vulcan, or I'd recommend Legacy or Siwo. I think that's right. You know, yeah. Vulcans. A request. Let me know if you got the friend request.
All right. Then you are. Ribbon Forest. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've done this dungeon. You're going to. Okay. I'm on my way.
Yeah, I think I sent it. I don't know if it worked. No, this would all be through the game. Lama, are you on Carta, like the server that we're on? So Chris says, hey Brian, I got a question for you. What are the chances that we'll probably get a UI overhaul for Final Fantasy 14, or do you see that ever happening? Sorry, but off topic. Oh, we're an off topic stream. We're always like, yeah, we're talking video games and we're good to go. I think the chances are good. I don't know like how we affect that with time. And so when it comes down to it, like there's is it going to be anytime soon? I would expect maybe if they ever do bigger engine upgrades to the game itself, but yeah, what would you be wanting to see? Let's see if did you get my notification of the friend request? I'm waiting for him. I'll send one more. Stupid thing. I wish they need a setting to say I don't need the pop-up keyboard.
Yeah, that was one thing I saw a ton of people complaining about, was that pop-up keyboard.
Oh, it sucks. It's like, just give me the ability to set it. Oh, you're not on Carta. Then that'd be why. All right, we'll go ahead and go in. I run out of that thing. Run back in. There we go. All right, we're going hard mode and go. No worries at all. All right, I think after this dungeon, I will call it because I'd like to get some sleep. Also, gonna drink some water. Forage.
You're forging that. Oh, we gotta forge these things.
Busy farming stuff for the past few days. It's been a while since I've done a fetch quest.
Yeah, what crazy ideas would you guys like to see Yoshi P talk about on Friday?
I don't know. I really don't. I've not been in the Final Fantasy verse for that long, so I really don't know what's like been a long awaited thing or not.
Okay.
Like in lieu of us announcing that we will be completely overhauling the online game, we're going to do a complete revamp of the combat system so people stop being frustrated with the snapshotting and our wonky code.
Man, that would be so wild. That'd be so wild.
is
Okay.
that's just the biggest thing is it is gonna basically, even if you keep all the old stuff, the whole creation of a new game, you know, if they actually do it, that would
Be
the
nuts.
biggest thing.
It'd be a lot. Like, I'm like, wow, that was nuts.
Yeah, you'll still see a lot of similarities, but I bet you Yoshi P has a vision on how he'd like to see the combat system. And
I just want to see. I just want to see them take advantage of the wealth of content that they've already built in regards, because like, I mean, we're already like it's the same thing we see every cycle, right? Every expansion, like lots of hype, lots of excitement going into the expansion. The expansion drops, you finish the story, you finish like, okay, there's the raids, you're doing this, then all of a sudden you're like, man, like where's all the stuff? Like there's so much, like, you know, it's like, yeah, like they have a mountain of stuff and it's great that you can go experience it. But if you like just take the leveling dungeon, it's like I mean, I've been fatigued for years on just sitting down and saying like, you know what, I think I'm not gonna run expert roulettes over and over again. That's actually a good thing. It's a good thing that I don't do that. But it's like, there'd be nice something where it's like, man, like how many of these dungeons do we have? Oh, we have a ton of dungeons. How many do you run? 1 to 2.
that is one thing is I like small scale, harder content. So when it comes to combat, like 2 big things I'd like to see on that is like challenging content that is like, you know, you versus bosses or, you know, situations like that. I would love to see a Final Fantasy version of the Mythic Plus system from WoW for dungeons.
Oh, dude, that'd be
like
wild.
Truly challenging. Yeah, that was my thing. Is, you know, WoW does their stuff through making it challenging by putting affixes and doing like trash mobs a certain way. You know, the bosses are important too, but since Final Fantasy is like bigger in like boss plays, it would be interesting if let's just keep it simple, keep it like a time event like WoW's, but then you have something that's like a little bit less as difficult than maybe, you know, an extreme fight or something as the bosses, to where, you know, you're genuinely, you know, having to do mechanics but with 4 people instead of 8.
Right.
Stuff. So it's meant to be challenging, but not so challenging that, you know, only a small percentage can do it. You know, so that's one thing I would like to see, because yeah, everything of like, you know, the difficult content is always, you know, in the raid.
Nope.
Kind of cool to see it in the dungeons.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. What's going on, Caleb? How you doing tonight? Ascend up.
Oh, there's my cocoa seed right here. If you want it.
I wish the game would have you attack even if like the skill was on cooldown. It's like, oh yeah, I meant to just attack, rather than like, I'm not doing anything.
I think somebody else said something about that too.
This is a feat gang. Oh, 65% of the brigands. Got it.
Ow.
Well, awesome, dude. 39. Gonna be 39 this year. No kids or wife, but thanks to you, Reforge and Asmon are the only reasons I'm able to keep up with actual gameplay. Awesome, man. Well, happy birthday. I don't know when your birthday is, but hopefully you enjoy your last year in the 39 or in the 30 club. Oh, get out of that, Brian. Oh, brutal. Oh, it serves me right for wishing him a happy birthday.
I wish we could revive people too. That might be neat in this game. It'd be nice, so you don't have to use your Phoenix or restart back to the beginning. Talk to Daybreaker. Yes. Oh, wait, hold on.
Well, what's up, T-Pat? What are you talking about? I'm glad you found the vlog. Yeah, I'm thinking about more making just like that, more my also just kind of casual chats about what's going on. So yeah, I'm glad you found the vlog channel. Are we doing anything special or?
No, I think that was the end.
That's the dungeon we won.
That's the dungeon we won.
All right, so
we're the best.
Song of Escape.
Yeah.
Oh, Saturday. All right, Chris. Happy birthday, chat. Can we get Chris a happy birthday? I'm gonna drop in my new emote, smirk. Also, guys, if you are a supporting member and you did not know this, because YouTube is weird, if you actually have been membered for a bit, you can hit the $sign and you actually will say share a free, milestone, what have you. So it doesn't let you know that you can, but if you randomly are like, I'm going to click on this $sign, which doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, oh. So just there you go. I'm educating people on how you, and then at some point YouTube's gonna be like, all right, we figured this thing out. We went over this site called Twitch for like a week, and then we know what to do. Oh, spin in with your Final Fantasy 14 free company. That's great.
A little tilted, Brian. I've come to this place that's like the land of mages, and all the NPCs have better looking gear than me. That's not cool.
Yeah, it's just keep it going. Like it's like, okay, we know that they're going to be a little bit tired when they hit this point. How do we motivate them? How do we motivate them a little bit more? See, there it is. Randy, thanks so much for your 5 months of support, dude. Appreciate that. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired. Like it's been a good week. It's been a fun week. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed the stream. I'll have to edit out that part where like I wasn't having any audio, so I'll see about doing that. Hopefully you guys all have a good one, and I'll be live late Friday, but Chris will be over on Twitch. We'll be covering the Final Fantasy 14 event. Lots to cover and talk about there. Destiny, probably get some I might do a Destiny stream as I kind of ease back into it, before Witch Queen drops on Tuesday. So we'll have that. God, man, like then we have Guild Wars 2. This is going to be a lot of fun games, man. It's going to be a lot of fun games. So hopefully you guys enjoy the content, and see you guys next time.